What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Align in the Stars. I'm Jordan, and it is time for, well, it's runabout time. Who'd have thought? I've been getting stuck on finishing models that I've been putting off and building for over a year of late. And so it's time. It's time to go ahead and get the runabout done, at least not done. We're not finishing anything by model wise at all today. But what my plan is to go through and get first some light blocking done with the main body of the ship, and then from there I want to go ahead and go through and get all of my components glued together and ready to go so that I can basically put it in and move on to the next phase of the build. I don't want to work on the next part of the Green Strawberry stuff. I'm kind of tired of working with their stuff for a moment. And so I'm going to take a break after that's done, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the roll bar next. But in order to get started, however, we need to go ahead and finish up the pit of cocks. Todd will be here at some point. He was down below when I got into the studio, but I think he's doing something work-related or house-related or something. So, yeah, anyway. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm not late. I went when StreamYard said to go. Donnie's here. He says, first, how's it going, Donnie? How's it going, Ken? Ken and I were recording right before this. He says, looking forward to seeing more work on the runabout. Indeed. Don is here. He says, howdy all. What's up, Don? Welcome, welcome. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Donnie says, I'm late. I mean, I may have been like 3 seconds late pressing the button. I mean, your clock's fast. Yeah, we'll go with that. Everyone's saying hi. Trent's here. What's up, Trent? He's terrified of the pit of cocks, yet he's still here. What's up, Chase? Chase is here. Welcome, welcome. Says, hey, guys. Everyone's saying hi. Seems like YouTube's showing everyone's handles. That's interesting. Versus their screen names. Very strange. Steven is here. Says, hey, how's it going, Steven? Thanks for stopping by so late. Really appreciate it. If I'm ever off on a Thursday, I might consider starting a stream a little bit early so it's not super late for you. If you're up this late, though, you're probably used to it. You're a trooper. Really appreciate it. Everyone's saying hi. Dottie says, what? You don't want to play with more tiny little photo etch? Dude, I have to make an entire photo etch table and chairs. Like, a part of me, I honestly, I'm like going back and forth. I'm like, do I even build it? Like, do I really want to build it? Because I can finish the cockpit, and then it's a simple matter of doing the roll bar, and I don't have to do the back, and I could do it later. I'm thinking about it. If I'm being real, I'm thinking about it. I kind of want to be done with this one a little bit. The curse of a shelf queen. She's sitting up on the shelf for a long period of time. What pit of cocks? Cockpit. You know, the cockpit. You know, the place where the pit of cocks go. Yes. How's it going, Howard? Welcome, welcome. Trent says you got to face your fears. That's right. You got to face those cocks right. I'm just gonna stop that. You did that the other night. What were you doing, Don? It's been showing handles for a week or so now. What? He says, Steven says, I stay up until 3 a.m. here. Okay, nice. Howard, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Holy crap. $1.99. Appreciate you, my friend. He says, you can't handle the truth. Todd is your father. Old daddy. Yep, Daddy Todd, for sure. Ken says, that gives you 2 more hours. Steven, yep. And you're a trooper. Excellent. So we're caught up with chat. Howard, thank you, my friend. So I guess without further ado, I do have a mail call, but it's from Todd, and so we're going to wait until Todd comes back. And my camera focuses. Sure, that was strange. All right, so first things first, we're going to need to do a little bit of light blocking. And so for all that, I'm going to go grab the model itself and grab a Echo, turn on compressor. Are you going to do it? Oh, no. Lovely. I've been having... Oh, there it goes. Nice. Excellent news. All of my smart stuff, and it's not so smart at this point, all of my smart stuff like smart bulbs and smart plugs, we had a power surge earlier this week and lost internet for a little bit, and things have not wanted to get reconnected. Okay, let's grab that. Let's grab my matte black paint. But what I was saying was we will wait for Todd to get back before I open up the mail call. So I got my paint booth. For simple stuff like this, I don't really worry about busting out the actual paint booth. I don't really want to do that. It's cold outside now at this point. I really don't want to deal with it. What I like to use for light blocking is I like to use the War Painter Flat Black primer. It's great. Couple of coats and it works great. Problem is it does it's a bit of a gunker up of the airbrush. So doing this, I'm gonna have to clean primer out of my airbrush, and I just clean my airbrush. You grab my pot real fast. The seal on my paint pot up top, this thing, stopped working, and it now, when I use like airbrush cleaner or something like that, it absolutely stinks out the place for hours after I'm done painting. So there we go. I was spraying. So I'm getting ready to do a big swath of work on the DeLorean. And I went ahead and painted the hubcaps last night. There they are. And the reason you want to do it is the stock hubcap looks like that. Super silver, not good. So went ahead and painted it the X32, which is titanium aluminum. Yeah, so that's what I was doing. So I had to do a really good job of cleaning the airbrush because I was spraying metallics. And there's a spider right there. There we go. That's great. Are you dead? Yeah, you're dead. All right, that's fine. There's a spider right there. Let's see here. Dawn says, and so it begins. Indeed. Donnie says, I made photo etch chairs, cabinets, tables, and a radar table for the sea view. Yeah, do you know what I really don't want to work with right now is photo etch. So give me a week or so and I might change my mind. Trent says, is Todd still modding his house? Could be. He was actually like in the studio, like down below my screen when I got in, but popped out right before the stream started. So I think he may be home, possibly, or he was logged in on his phone. Howard says, why can't it be a female call? Yeah. Don says, lights are bad. No, they're not. Donnie says, lights are right. Wood is whack. Wood is good. Trent asked you guys whack the wood. I mean, yeah, of course. Yeah, she does crop dust me. That is correct. Donnie says, resin rains. Resin's good. I have pot. This is Seattle, bro. He's grabbing some pot. Give us a damn hit. Nice. Pot. We like pot. Don't hide it. Divide it. That's right. This looks great. You mean impulse crystal housings, Jody? Hope you're feeling all right, man. Not hubcaps. Thank you. Yeah, seriously. I do have an extra one. That would be pretty cool. Jody, hope you're feeling all right. Everyone's saying, hope you feel better. And I'm caught up with chat again. So yeah. Yeah, I need to go get a new paint pot for my airbrush. So this thing's seen better days. Don't really need to thin this down too much. I made a mistake when I was airbrushing this before on the Reliant, and I used too much of the flow improver, and it created a really weird consistency. So I am going to just see if I can spray it real fast. I certainly can. No problem. One thing I do like about Army Painter is the consistency of it. It's pretty, it goes to the airbrush really nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and give this a quick little blast. Oh, there he is. Hi, buddy.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, thank you. I told Ken when we were recording earlier, I was like, if Todd's not there for a while, go ahead and pop on in. And he is here.
There we go. I was just going to say to you, too, how's your filter looking on your paint pot? Have you ever changed it?
I have, actually. I just changed it, and that's what prompted the seal or whatever it was to completely break. It like all of the lacquer and everything, just it's a rubber band, and so I could probably figure something out, but I'm probably just gonna go buy a new one.
Yeah, they're like $20 type thing.
Yep, exactly. They sell them at Harbor Freight for super cheap as well. So yeah, no, I that thing had been soaked a couple times with paint. So
yeah, I've done that too, where you accidentally tip your paint pot over a little bit, and it soaks into the filter.
Yep. Exactly. It's getting a nice dust coat for right now. I'll let that settle for a minute.
Donnie says you're never caught up with chat.
Nope, never. You think you are, but it's just not true.
And Howard says, I blame Tim Hortons coffee. It must have been Starbucks.
Huh?
I'm assuming that's what he means, why Jody's not feeling well.
Ah, yes.
And Don says hello to me. So hello, Don.
Yeah, I haven't sprayed. Last night when I was spraying the Tamiya, I hadn't sprayed it in a little while, and I was reminded that I sadly really like the smell of Tamiya, and I know it's an alcohol-based smell, and I don't know what that says about me. I don't drink like at all. It's not a thing that I do, but I really do like the way that Tamiya smells.
Have you ever? Oh yeah, you sprayed with the newer Vallejo or Viejo.
Yeah, I also kind of like the way that smells as well.
Yeah, it was probably about 10 years ago or so they changed it, and it actually smells, a lot better now.
Was it worse?
No, it was, it was fine. It was whatever. But now, when they changed it was like more of a pleasant odor, and it was like, wow, that's really kind of nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice comment.
Yeah. Wow, Todd sounds just like Ken.
Right. Yeah, we'll let that dry up for a second. Not in any super hurries.
Don says, that's okay, Jordan. We do. Don says, like the zip kicker.
That's why I do this. This isn't heroin. That's a zip kicker right there.
Yeah.
Precise application. And very little smell.
Donnie says, "Wait, you don't drink? I was just getting to like you too."
No, alcohol did kill my mom and my grandmother, so I know I'm predisposed towards liking alcohol. So that's kind of the thing. I just.
And are you more predisposed to like more like beer, or to like the spirits, especially when mixed with like sweet sodas and
spirits? Yeah, spirits. So it goes from 0 to 60. Like it's not. I'm a lush. Like I can do. Like when we're at Wonderfest and stuff like that, and we're chilling in the room. Like I mean, I'm fine. Like because I'm spreading it out over the course of like an hour or so. But put a couple in me, and within 30 minutes, hey, and I'm taking my shirt off. Like it's not good.
Oh, there's Todd. Todd says puke.
Zip kicker.
Todd, were you able to come back in, or are you busy at the moment? Because I can pop out if you're ready to pop in.
Or if Todd was just there to make sure that stream started.
Oh, could be.
Which would be a service that he provides.
Oh, internet on my phone died, he said.
Ah.
So he must have been off doing something, and that's why he was in StreamYards earlier.
Oh, got it. Perfect.
And people are saying hello to Todd.
Yeah, I just have my primer now going full bore. Beautiful thing about light blocking is you don't need to be really beautiful with the paint job.
No, you don't.
The thicker, the better.
Yeah.
So, Ken, what do you think? Should I do the rear, the crew compartment, or save that for another?
Well, that has the photo etch, right? And you're not really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So I would say skip it.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling it, it's only, things can only go downhill from there.
Well, and that's the whole thing is it's taken a long time to get all the photo etch and all of this stuff to work together for the cockpit. And I'm happy with it, and I'm ready to move on. So that's the thing. Like, I'm going to wind up building another one of these at some point. I have another kit, so I have one of the newer versions of the model. With what was it, the 2018 release or whatever it was.
Yeah, I've got the same thing here. I've got one of the older ones like that, and then one of the 2018 ones.
And I compared them. It's currently sitting in storage right now. I had to move some stuff to storage because I needed space. But I compared the pieces, and the only thing different is the plastic is different. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Like otherwise, the same. The mold looks good. Everything still is solid.
Yeah, they haven't changed anything then.
No, they haven't.
Donnie says that'll teach you for trying to take the internet with you. And Jody said, I got a box this morning, but I haven't been able to open it yet. Todd, it doesn't feel like LEDs from in.
Yep. I also have a Todd box. I have a Todd box. Oh, it's kind of weird to say it that way. I have I got a package from Todd as well. What's up, man?
Hello.
Hey, Todd.
Hello.
Dude, I don't know what happened. Like, I have no. This is my iPad. I just happen to have it with me. But I'm driving back to the house to take some pictures, and the internet on my phone. I mean, I was in the studio and I was just waiting for you, and then just boop, I lost all internet.
Yeah, it was weird.
I mean, these are both on the same network. I rebooted, I restarted. I don't know what's going on. It's like Verizon's like, no more data for you.
Jeez. No data for you. All right. Well, I will wait for you to get home, sir, before opening the package, unless you're going to be out for a while still.
No, I'm probably gonna be a little bit because I'm gonna run around the house and take a bunch of pictures and then take some measurements and then We're probably going to grab something to eat.
Okay.
So it's probably going to be a couple. I don't know how long you're going to be on, but it's probably going to be a good hour and a half. So
Probably another hour and a half or so. So should
oh
I
yeah,
just open
then
it now then?
yeah, I would do it. I mean, I can see what you're doing. I'm on my iPad and I'm driving, which is
Okay.
I'm the safest guy in the world.
Hey, you're doing great. All right. So
Donnie says,
Todd
you have
sent
Todd's
me-
package. Does Rebecca know?
Yeah,
All
well,
right.
yeah, she knows.
So there's this flat. I'm curious. Very
Yeah.
curious. No clue what it could possibly be.
Ha, you've been
Hey, not
served.
on the big camera. Oh, that's
Huh?
right. Those
Hold
are
on.
the divorce papers, Jordan.
You've been served.
You no longer want
Yeah.
to be my dad?
Yeah.
Right.
The de-adoption papers. What do they call those?
Yeah. Ah, look at that. Look at that face. What is this? Okay.
Decals or something, maybe?
All right, there's a packing slip, and there's this.
Yes.
This feels like a metal plate.
He's warning you that's what's going to be put in your head next time he sees you.
I will insert it.
Don says, Mission Barbecue, I hope, with Rebecca. To Todd.
Oh God, that sounds like a great idea. Her son wants to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm not excited about that. But Mission Barbecue sounds like a fantastic idea.
Donnie's guessing it's photo etch.
That would be some serious photo etch.
Dude, this is awesome.
Nice.
Hell yeah, man.
I like that.
You said, well, this is the Jordan way. And I went, oh, I got an idea.
I love it, man. It's fantastic.
So now at the end of your streams, it's a street sign. So now at the end of your streams, you can say, and just remember, this is the Jordan way.
This is the Jordan way. That is awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
Don says, nice. Trent says, very cool.
Do you know that custom sign was like $9?
What?
Wow.
Yeah, it was on a website, and it's called like Build a Sign or something like that, and they have a million different kinds. You can customize it a million different ways, and it was like $9. I'm like, and it's metal, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh. And they had a thick metal. They have all sorts of stuff. But I'll be right back.
Dude, sounds good. Fantastic. Yeah, that's really awesome. I'm gonna scan that and get it into put it up on my videos. Oh yeah.
I was going to say right now, would it fit under your window there? Not really
oh yeah.
but just to have it in the
Facing
background of your shot right now, so
Yeah.
the audience can see it
Yeah.
when we see you, or under the window, either or.
Where is it?
Yeah, I don't really see
Oh,
much
I
of
see.
it there.
Yeah. There's a little bit of space right here. Maybe. Hold on. Yeah.
A little loop of Tamiya tape or something. Oh, there
I
you
have
go.
I have a piece of that clear tape that sticks to its life. Like it sticks for everything for its life. Dude, that's
Perfect.
so awesome. Oh yeah. The Jordan way.
Yep. Steven says
Fantastic.
that. Stephen Haynes says that looks great. Howard said, how did I know it was a street sign?
The right shape for sure. That's so awesome. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, all of the thing that I really like about the Army Painter primer is that all you need to do is just give a slight dusting beforehand, and it just sticks.
Yeah, and note to Jody, if you're listening, Jody, that's what you should do always when doing your painting. You should always apply a dust coat first, and then you can come back in with a more of a full coat afterwards, like Jordan's doing right now.
Yep.
And that's pretty much with any paint, really, to be honest.
Yep. It just gives, like, the paint is sitting on top, and so it gives something for the paint to actually adhere to.
Yeah.
I learned that from Todd, actually. And it has helped my airbrushing so much. That and having a super high quality airbrush.
That does make a difference.
Yes.
Howard saying you missed a spot.
Yeah. I'm sure I did. Right there. Not anymore. This is definitely probably overkill, but light blocking is a science that just requires lots of paint.
Jody's saying, want to join me on Saturday, Ken? I want to start painting the 7D. What time are you thinking there, Jody? Are you thinking after Andrew's stream? Yeah, Donnie says it gives you a slight rough surface for the paint to bite into. Exactly.
Yep. And the thing you have to worry about that I find, at least with primers, you need to kind of move your needle back and forth from time to time to loosen the paint up. I'm not using any flow improver. I'm not using any thinner. This is a straight out of the bottle. So it does kind of like to gum up just a little bit. And I've been following your tip where you put in a little bit of thinner when you're letting your brush just kind of sit for a little bit.
Yep.
So that when you go to use it the first time, it loosens up really easily. I've done that now the last couple times, and it's been a game changer.
So before Andrew's stream 6 Eastern, yeah, that sounds good to me. I can certainly be there for you.
All right. So this side is drying real nice. So by the time the stream is over, it should be good to go. Let's get the inside here. The other thing that I like about the Army Painter is it has very little smell, like at all.
Oh, and that's the case with a lot of true acrylics too.
Yeah.
You know, it's because what it's using for its thinner is really more of like a water.
Yeah.
Whereas to me isn't even a true acrylic, even though those pots say acrylic, they're technically almost like a hybrid acrylic.
Yeah.
They're more
It's like
talking
alcohol
about
based,
the
right?
pigment. Yeah, they're alcohol based. That's why they'll work with usually most thinners. To me, as will work with lacquers. To me, as will work with your acrylic thinners.
Yeah, to me, it's a really versatile paint.
It is. And it's usually easy to acquire in most places around the world.
Yep. I've also found that a lot of model companies, like when they're giving you the instructions, they give you the colors based on Tamiya colors.
A lot of them do. Some of them also go for Mr. Hobby colors.
I've also noticed that as well. Yeah.
So they won't have a Tamiya at all, but they'll use the Mr. Hobby color callouts.
And that's like Krios, right? Who does Mr. Hobby?
Yeah, Krios. And that's because they're competing companies when it comes to the paint.
Right. I'm going to make sure to get plenty of paint up here in the cockpit area because we're going to be assaulting this with lights here in a little bit. So I'm getting extra paint in the cockpit.
Another great paint blocker is obviously your metallics.
Yep.
Because it has a large fleck in it. So like any like the aluminums or silvers or anything like that.
Yep. All right.
Howard says the song comes to mind. I want to hold your hand. And Dawn says the like button is lonely.
Yes, massage it, touch it
Caress it.
inappropriately. You can't get in trouble. Those are my words.
That's the Jordan way.
That is the Jordan way. So I'm throwing, like I said, a really nice thick coat on the inside here. Want to get as much paint down. And now that I'm committing to not doing the back, I am 100% not doing the back.
And that's the good thing too. I mean, you can always with an airbrush too, you can cut to air at any time to help it dry or anything like that.
Well, the cool stuff with this stuff is like quite literally, if you just do that, you can see it drying in front of your eyes.
Yes, yeah. With acrylics, you can.
This stuff dries so fast.
Yeah. I'm assuming though it's like a lot of the other like Viejo and a lot of the other true acrylics where you don't really want to sand it for 24 hours.
No, you don't want to sand it for 24 hours. You want to let it sit. If you're going to be putting it on the outside of the model, which I've done for the Reliant. So this is also the base coat that I'm using for the Reliant. So I've done it on the back and I did it on the nacelles. And so that means now I got to do it on the entire ship so I don't affect paint colors across the board.
Yeah.
Yes, you want to wait 24 hours before you sand it. But once you get that 24 hours, it sands so nice. It comes off as such a nice consistency. And wet sanding with it is amazing. Like, it's a really good wet sand. So, yeah. All right. So that's it for that. I'm going to go ahead and clean my airbrush real fast.
Donnie, you sound like a creeper saying it that way. He says, such a nice little button with the winky face. Dirty old man.
Massage my little button. Oh.
Don says, play with it. It doesn't hurt. Trust me.
Pretend I didn't say that. Okay. Okay, so that is that. I'm going to go ahead and run some thinner through there real quick.
Tony says, hey, can I resemble that remark?
You creep. Yeah, creep.
Is that why you were saying you're not allowed within 200 feet of schools?
I have to ask to be near a computer because I would keep massaging the like buttons. All right. But if you do not clean your airbrush immediately after putting primer through it, you will find out.
Yes.
You will find out.
Bare minimum, if you're not doing full cleans, you should at least blow your cleaner through it to at least get the majority of it out.
Yep. Yeah, I always like to take a little bit of thinner first before I run my airbrush cleaner in it.
Yeah.
Just kind of get the big pigment out, and the stuff also smells super strong. So,
what are you using?
I use the Tamiya airbrush cleaner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that stuff's strong.
Yep. You don't need a whole lot of it, and it doubles as extra thin, so it's great to have around.
I also I don't use that, but I do use I have used it in the past, but I didn't buy any more after I used it all. I think mostly I just use lacquer thinners. Even like at first,
Really?
if I do, if at first I do acrylics, I'll do acrylic cleaner like the Viejo airbrush cleaner, and then I'll run a little bit of lacquer thinner through there at the end.
Interesting. Yeah, I used lacquer thinners for a while. The thing that I was using the most, at least for the longest time, was like those. I think I was using like master airbrushes, like that soapy water concoction that they give you.
Oh,
That's
yeah, yeah.
that somehow cleans the airbrush, but it really doesn't. It
Yeah.
doesn't actually do the job that you want it to do. So, all right, we are all at least taken care of for now. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a little bit of thinner in there, and we'll set her off to the side.
And you got to watch too what kind of thinner you put in for long term like that. If you have a really cheap airbrush, it'll eat through your seals.
That's
if you
right.
have a more decent airbrush, you're fine.
Yeah.
Donnie says, "I'm a creep." You mean like Radiohead? No,
Yep.
you're just your own kind of creep, Donnie. You're like creeping on those like buttons and stuff. Poor defenseless
right.
like button.
All right, we're going to go ahead and let that dry off to the side for a little bit.
Trent says, "Thanks, Donnie. Now I have that song stuck in my head." Which Donnie says, "You're very welcome, Trent."
All right. So let's go ahead and get all this together. I'm not going to worry about doing any of that wiring tie-up right now. I will figure that part out later. So let's start by untaping everything. And if that's the case where I'm not going to be using the rear part of the cockpit or the crew area on there, then I think I'm not going to wind up using the crew members as well. So really, we can just work on getting this thing installed. So,
well, it would be nice to see the because you have those transparent ones for the transporter. That would be nice to see them.
I do. Yeah, it's true. I got to go to storage and grab those. So we'll show them today, but I'll also be able to put the one. I'm going to put just one person here.
Okay. Yep.
It's
I think you said that last time too.
Yeah, I'm just going to do one person there. And I'll be able to just put them in with a pair of tweezers. Not a problem. So, yeah. But I'm not going to staff the entire ship because I have enough people to put in each one of the chairs and fill up the rear compartment as well.
Oh, you should have sent the miniature people to Donnie.
Oh yeah. They're already painted.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They came already painted.
Nice.
Ew. Yeah, the translucent figures are done they printed it in a blue, like a very faint blue.
Oh, okay.
Is what they did. So, okay. So this is kind of modular and fits into place really nice. So what I need to do is start modifying this now to get my wires out a little bit more in a tidy way. And to do so, I'm thinking about filing down a little slot right here.
Jody says they never let you see the rear part of the cockpit.
I know, isn't that rude? Seriously, come on, it's there.
It's part of the set.
Right? God.
But then again, think about when it was filmed. Depends on the quality they put into it.
There's so much double entendre in there. It's unreal. I did find it weird though. They built that set. So Next Generation season 7 is the season that we saw the rear of the Runabout for that one episode with Picard, Data, Troy, and Geordi.
And the Romulans.
The Romulans. And that was a fantastic episode. I don't know why they didn't keep that set. They literally built it. They could have used it. And I'm wondering if they wound up just taking an existing Next Generation set and use that instead. And redressed it. So I'm kind of curious because we never saw it again. They never had it in DS9. It was only in the one episode ever. So
Yeah.
very interesting. Very interesting. So
Tony says, no photo etch, no wires. You're not doing any of the fun stuff. And then he says, pre-painted. What fun is that?
sausage fingers.
Howard says, Dawn, I have to pay my way. Donnie says, no, you just choose to, Howard.
Looks like Don's having problems. Says YouTube still hates me. Oh no.
Well, that's no good.
All right, so I'm going to use my file. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Don says, wait, it has lights, so it's a model, right? To which Donnie says, now you're learning, Don. Are you finding you have to file a lot away for it to fit perfectly?
So what I'm noticing right now, and I'll show you why I'm doing this. So I have my wires. In order for everything to run the way I want it to, the wires need to kind of run up front. But when we put this, nope, Jesus, Jordan. It creates a bit of a gap.
Okay,
over here.
Yep.
And I noticed that I couldn't quite get the pit of cocks quite fit in properly. So what I want to do is over here is just go ahead and take my file and just kind of file out a groove so that I can get them all tucked in there and it can close up nice and evenly.
But couldn't you just file the bottom of that part off? The window part?
Oh, I guess I could.
Because it's tucked in behind the wall part, so, or behind those computers or whatever. So no one will be able to see it from the window side, or from the front window side. And it's an interior part, so you won't be able to see it from the side.
Good point. Good point.
And you don't have to sand the whole thing down, just the part where the wire is going to be.
Yeah.
Just give me an option. Either way works. I mean, whatever works.
Yeah, no, I'm actually like looking to see where that needs to get sanded.
I'm just thinking the Hollywood way. If you can't see it, why do it?
Right.
Howard says, yes, plywood interiors, they work so much better than aluminum or steel in space.
Yeah. Actually, so it's sitting in there fine, actually. Oh, sitting flat. Sitting flat. I don't even know if I need to do that. What I might want to do, however, is to secure it in place by putting some UV resin over the top of it.
Donnie says, because you'll know it's there, that's why.
But in this case, Ken is 100% correct. And Donnie, you're usually correct.
But you have to make sure that when you do glue that in the end, though, that your windows line up, your side windows line up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I'm just trying to make sure. And I realize I probably should have done some fitment before I painted that.
Because you could also see if you can insert the side windows first and attach them to the interior of the main hull there, and then see if you can slide the interior in up below it.
It's true. Very true. I didn't even think about even test fitting the main windows here, so let me go grab them. The kit. This side is a little bit more,
because it's going to be more important that you line up those windows than it is if there's a gap in between those parts that you'll never see.
Exactly. You're correct. Oh.
Howard apparently likes to wear his Daisy Dukes.
We know, Howard.
We wear short shorts. From the old Nair commercial.
Who wears short shorts? We wear short shorts. I don't even think the stock windows are going to work here.
I would think just some clear thin styrene might be better, but
that's kind of how that's going to sit. Just like so. Obviously, there's going to be the post. And then we have the side windows here.
Jody says, "Who wears short shorts?" Question mark. You don't remember those Nair commercials?
I wear short shorts.
Now, do you have your main hull available there, or is it still too wet?
It's too wet still.
Okay.
I probably look, man.
No, that's fine.
I'm not a smart man.
But just to see what the fitting is too for the yeah.
So I think these sit directly over the top like that.
Yeah. But will that work with the model part itself? Or will you have to sand off that resin lip there?
Good question. God, I shouldn't have painted that inside. What a genius. Still like,
oh yeah, super wet.
Yeah. Like everything else, this is all fine. Like I can touch it and it's no big deal. It's a tiny bit tacky, but I'm not a smart man. Yeah, and I really kind of can't well, I really kind of worked myself into a corner here, didn't I?
Well, that's okay.
It is the Jordan way.
It is the Jordan way. Howard says, "I'm sorry, maybe I should get checked out after my spinal tapping on my back. It could have affected my ass. It feels so nice today."
What? Farting on it, that'll instantly dry it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Jody says, "Time to go. See you in an hour."
All right.
Have a safe trip, Jody. Assuming he's going to go pick up his daughter or his wife or both, or.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Get some parts modified here. This doesn't quite want to fit. The photo etch is a little bit big up in here, so let me get some of these parts fixed while that's drying up. Oh, Jordan.
So you don't keep a hairdryer by your bench?
I don't keep a hairdryer. I just have my
okay, does that get too hot though?
It
because the good thing about a hairdryer, generally they have that cool button you can press. You can be blowing on it, and then you can switch to cool air. But I mean, with that, you can put air on it really quick and then pull it away. Pull it away.
See what it does. Still want to melt in the plastic, of course.
Yeah. That's why it's like on again, off again.
Yeah.
Because your main thing of concern would be that center post on the windows would probably go first.
Yeah. Although this is working. I don't went a lot in the seams, so Wow.
Howard says, Jordan, check off topic. You'll see what I mean. And then he says, put it in the freezer and freeze dry it.
Let's go over to Discord.
I'm assuming he's talking about farting on it.
Well, what is it? You can't hold hands with God while you're masturbating?
Well, that's the one I threw in there the other day.
Uh-huh. I had a good laugh at that, by the way. Hey, look at that, huh? Wow.
Well, it spit it up, that's for sure. Yep.
Yeah. That's still a little bit in the seams, so just get a little bit more heat in there. All right, well, should be able to work with that.
Howard says, no, my video of my back. So he
Video
must
of your back.
There's a link there that's new at the bottom.
I think it's an
Instagram link.
Are you talking about when you fell? The hole?
Yeah, Instagram. Best AI. No, he said best AI I've seen with Lee Marvin at a checkout. Sounds spot on.
No, the video of his back. Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, video of his back. Okay.
Oh.
Like a spinal tap?
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, dude. That sucks. Ow. You fell off your cornholer, huh? So say we all. Okay. So let's go ahead and start fitting this. See how things work. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
So it looks like you could secure the side parts in and then put the bottom in later by the looks of it, or no? Or does it look like they're not lining up at all?
Well, they're lining up, but I'm having to force it in place.
So yeah, you're probably going to be scraping primer out of there right now.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh, actually not bad.
Not bad. Now, Green Strawberry did say you don't need to modify the hull, but it's Green Strawberry, so I don't need shit.
Yeah, so I would take that side piece and just see how by itself how it matches up with the kit.
Okay.
Does it fit well or not? Is it going to need to be modified or not? Donnie says probably the thickness of the primer. Now, how well does that line up with the windows?
Almost spot on.
Okay, well, that's good. And now, will that window glass go in there? Or does it look like those two pieces meet up perfectly?
They meet up perfectly.
Okay, so you may need to sand off that lip on the inside if you want to use those side windows. If you want to do something else for glass, then you'd probably be safe.
I'm going to probably use something else.
Like some clear styrene might slip in there between the two and look like a sandwich between the inside and outside.
The reason for that is this doesn't really like offer for a clear view on the inside.
No, because it's so thick and so much of it's, folds on into the inside. Into your viewing area.
There's that clearance on that.
Yeah.
Fits in there really nice. So, the other side looks. Same thing. This side's a little different.
Howard said, Green Strawberry didn't tell you that they used a huge screw clamps to crush the model together.
Yeah, they don't.
And Donnie has good points. Solar res glass.
Yeah. This one's definitely going to get glass. That's for sure. Okay, yeah, these fit really well. So if I were to, in theory, have these parts sitting in place just like that.
And how much is the front of that going to interfere with the glass on the front canopy?
Good question.
Because it looks like it might interfere with that as well. I don't know if you can see if you have a gap in there or not.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So the glass is in.
Does that interfere with it, or did they leave enough space?
I'm just looking at one side. I'm trying to do both like an idiot.
Yeah.
Definitely interferes.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So stock glass is
not the best choice.
Nope. Okay. Good to know. These are all the things we're gonna have to figure out.
Now, sanding could save that, but that could be a lot of work. Is it worth it? Are you better off going with Steinleres glass or some clear, thin sheet styrene?
Right. Okay. Let's see. So I could plug that in.
So that inserts perfectly there that way, by the looks of it.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. So I could do that. That might be a good way to approach the assembly on this. Have these set in place. What I need to do is I need to clean up those window holes real quick. They're a little bit, there's a little bit of that flash still left from the casting.
Howard's talking more about his accident. He didn't see the hole in the thick grass. Felt like the hole went all the way to China. And he hit the pipe on the way down.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Howard. Yeah, that's true, Howard. You could have been worse. You could have broke your back.
Yep, 100%. Okay. That clean.
Donnie says, wait, should you really be cleaning out your holes on camera?
I think that on camera is the best time.
Because that's the Jordan
holes.
way.
That is the Jordan way. That is correct. That's so great.
We should all be like, if you've seen Hot Fuzz, there was like the greater good. Everybody should be like, the Jordan way.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Our holes are
looking better.
Clean now. Yeah, they've been bidet out a little bit here.
Would it have enough space to put on the outside of that and in between on the inside of the model to put a thin piece of styrene or Stynylrez glass or something?
Yep, there'd be enough room for that.
Perfect.
So let's take a look. That would be.
Donnie says, now I know why you only stream at night.
Yeah, you guys are weird. Okay. Yeah. What we would have to do for assembly is start here because this sits around that little post right there, the connection post.
Yep.
So.
But you're going to want to get your cockpit glass in first.
Yep, of course.
So
the thing for this is knowing how that kind of fits together. Seeing that there's a bit of a
right, so you may not want to sand it shorter because it may affect your fitment. Whereas if you go to sanding the way you were originally doing it, it would probably be the better option now that we know how the fitment is working.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I should kind of roll off these edges a little bit here as well.
You could definitely.
I don't think it's necessary though.
Check your fitments though more when your model kit's drier.
Yeah,
it's probably got a little bit of tack to it right now.
Yeah, it's enough, like it's dry enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I think I'm going to continue to sand in a little bit down here. That'll work. Yep. Okay. Glad we did that.
Yeah. And if you do either way for glass methods, yeah, you'll have a lot of flat windows you can do, and they'll look much better for showing off your detail on the inside.
Yep.
The only thing I'd be worried about with the clear styrene is folding it for that front canopy.
Yeah.
If it's going to get stress marks in it, you have to make sure it would be very thin styrene, where Stynylrez would probably be a better bet.
Right. And I'd have to probably incorporate the Andrew technique.
Yeah. And even if you just did that for one window and did styrene for the rest, either or you could just make a whole bunch of squares and then cut them to shape to fit them in there, because you won't need to fit them directly to the window, right? You're going to want them inset just slightly, I'm assuming.
Right.
No, or do you want them flush with the outside?
That's actually a really good question. So where did the window go?
Todd says the internet blows out here.
Uh-oh.
Because I think on the model originally, if I remember when I did mine, they go flush. Like the side windows and everything go flush with the model.
Yeah, they do. So let's grab.
True, Donnie says, or you could heat the clear styrene to make that bend. Very true. So clear styrene work. You do have that heat gun. You could heat up some clear styrene. They do go flush. Yeah. So, and then if you watch some footage of one, is it flush or does it, it's hard to tell with that scale effect too. And with older video footage, it's not high def, whether or not it will be ever so slightly inset.
That's a good point. Well, I'll have to do my research on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the windows are something that we're going to have to look at. That's for damn sure. Okay.
If you wanted to do the windows, I know this may sound like a lot of work, but if you want to do the windows that are exactly the right size, you could also use clear styrene. Make masks that are the right size, like measure the windows, and then cut the clear styrene on your vinyl cutter.
Interesting. That's a good idea.
Because a full sheet of clear styrene is, much larger than, you'd be able to make extra windows and stuff.
Right. Okay. Got that in a nice little tucked in corner. I'm going to go ahead and UV res that into the corner. Tiny little drop. Get it in place.
Howard says, Jordan After Dark with the easy times of Yo Mama is my beat. Right. And Slipstream Blues. Oh, yeah, baby. Now, there's that smooth tuned lacquer. Makes the room blacker.
I love it.
Todd says, waiting on the crews to leave, but they are still there and they're losing daylight. Boo. Donnie says, wait, the internet blows where you are, Todd? Where are you? Asking for a friend.
Who's the internet? Have we known her for
long? Todd says, yeah, it dropped on my phone and then my iPad. Now they're working again. He's at the new house. And Donnie says, yeah, I think you missed the joke, Todd. Yes, he did. And then finally Tom's like, oh, I wish.
All right, got that little channel in there. Got a spot of UV resin there.
Todd says you got to pay extra for that.
Don't know what an HA is? It'll cost you. Okay. So, one of the things that is glorious now is I have all the room in the world to put the Arduino in. So I can do all
you
this
got that whole center section.
Yeah, like everything basically back this way. You can just put everything in. So,
because that second set of side windows isn't even in the, doesn't show up, does it?
No, it's so we'll be able to just put them in and black them out. Yeah. And then we're going to need to black out the back windows. So that's something I got my airbrush out. So we can probably throw some those clear ones there. Yeah. So the sides there. All right. We'll take care of that before we go today. Get some of those windows blacked out and ready to go. And what I was thinking was I was thinking that I was going to need to go through and tidy all this up, including getting some new connections down a little bit down here. But now that I have all the room in the world, I can work with what I got. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah,
there's a lot of little bits that are kind of funny. Okay, so now what I want to do is go down here.
Oh, see here. Donnie says, I'd pay. I mean, my friend would pay. But then we have Todd saying, I can hear the outro now. And just remember, this is the Jordan way. Good night, everyone.
This is the way. The Jordan way.
And then Steven says, night, Todd. So I don't know if Todd's leaving us for the night or...
Oh, I think Steven took what Todd was saying literally.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to just do some wire and cable management here real quick. Let's drop a little bit of UV resin down. I am a huge fan of using UV resin to secure things in place.
And it can be easily popped off if you need to.
Yep. And that actually worked out for me on the Reliant in the last episode. I had to, I completely rewired something wrong. So I had to take it apart and rewire it, and it was perfect.
Howard says, Todd, no christening the house of the Rebecca until the house is done. You don't need to mark your territory with spooge on the walls. Todd says, the hell I don't. I do what I want. Organic wall sealant.
Oh, is that spackle?
Maybe another name for it.
Oh, I get it.
And then Todd had also said, I ain't fixing yet.
So next week, if my kit parts arrive like they say they're gonna do, I should actually be able to have a decent sized night shift. Actually, I'm getting parts that I've been missing for over a year now, and so I have almost all of the engine parts. Those are almost all here. Some of the missing stages from the early 50s and the 60s are starting to arrive. So I'm only missing, if everything arrives, I'll only be missing 6 stages for kit. At one point, I was missing 19.
Oh, God, so, that's horrible.
Yeah. I was kind of telling myself today, I'm like, you might actually get done with the DeLorean quicker than you're going to get done with the...
Well, you do have the parts.
Kit. I have all the parts, yeah. Yep. Todd, if you're watching, by the way, I did the X32 on the hubcaps. He's turned out fantastic. Such a great color choice, man. You nailed it. It's perfect. So, and Todd, would you recommend, like, it's kind of crazy, but I could go through and I could color the lug nuts. Would that be something that you'd recommend? Like painting those silver? As crazy as it is. But I can only get one of the valve stems out, so I'm gonna have to repaint the heads of those black again. So
yeah. He says, yeah, they WTF, they were chrome stock.
Yeah. So that's what it came. This is the one that Steve built, and Steve put the cap on top. I was like, oh no, Steve, no, can't do that. You leave the caps off until the very end. And then I also did a couple of the looks like the steering knuckles with the magnets. Got those done last night as well. Got everything primed, ready to go. So you weren't here earlier, so I'm going to be doing the DeLorean in kind of segments. Got a chrome pen? I could. Yeah. But probably silver or black. I got a chrome pen. I have of course, I have this set that you sent me.
Nice.
And I also have black one as well. So I'll think about it. I don't know if I want to or not. I don't know if it's super necessary, but
Howard says, as the inspector condemns the house for hazardous material, back to the wall sealant. Todd says they call it mud. Ha 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 ha. Oh. No, I think that comes out of the other hole. Todd.
The mud hole.
Yeah. No, Jordan, that would be spunkle. Spackle. So true. Could have sworn the bucket said spackle. Todd says, with our
Oh.
new experience about neodymium magnets, I would we could epoxy better magnets in the wheels.
Oh, dude. 100% doing that. Those magnets are so weak. Yeah. So what he's talking about, he used a piece of putty to cover up the magnets. So these are the magnets that in the center there, and so when the wheels are designed to go into hover mode and stuff like that, and so they have little magnets that they pop into.
Nice.
So very interesting. Yeah, that's a good idea.
He said the stock
Pop this
magnets
out.
and glue are garbage.
Yeah, and I do have 2-part epoxy. We can get those put in place. I know this is completely off subject for the stream, but okay, it's my stream.
The Jordan way.
That is the Jordan way. This is excuse me.
Sounds like you're just about to start the beginning of the song Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Now, who's got that song in your head now?
Right. So that's a 2.25 millimeter? No.
Oh, ouch, Howard. Howard's waiting for his Japanese parts work to get here and get his tariff bill. He says, if it's right, I might have to pay $800 in taxes for tariffs.
Oh,
God, yeah, I forgot there. People, I've seen now some videos on the internet where people are getting the tariff bills sent to their address.
I got a notification from UPS recently where it was like, before you receive some international shipments, you may have to come down to the office and pay. I'm like,
yikes!
No.
Like, it's not so bad if it's like, man. Well, it sucks still, but I mean, it wouldn't be as bad if it was only like $40 or something. But
right,
$800.
Exactly. My God. So what'd you get, Howard? What Japanese part work did you get, huh?
Did you get the Macross one?
Did you get the Space Battleship Yamato? What'd you get? What's going on?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Geez, Jordan, what are you, a nosy? You're writing a book or you're a cop?
Yeah. Yes. Also, yes. Okay. So got the airbrush up and going. Let's grab our X1.
He says the Yamato.
You got the Yamato? Oh, yes. Heck yeah.
I saw those the Valkyrie from Robotech or Macross or whatever, and oh man, I would love to get that one, but geez, the price. And then to get it shipped from Japan.
Tamiya smells so good.
What do you got there? Smoke?
No, I like to use just X1 gloss black.
So you're gonna completely black out those windows in the back?
Yeah.
You don't want to show off anything in the back?
From back here?
Yeah.
There's nothing to show off.
Oh, you didn't get I think you said that's where you got the tables and stuff for.
Yeah, that's what I said. Do I want to do that? And I'm deciding.
I thought you meant like tonight or ever.
I mean,
it's up to you either way.
Right? Yeah. No, I know. Like, that's the thing. So I'll decide. What do I do?
I mean, because if you don't want to use them, then just black it out on the inside, and you're good to go. But yeah.
Oh, what do I want to do?
It's up to. I mean, it's something you could sleep on until the next episode.
Oh, honestly, it's been something that I've been tossing around for a little while. Like, do I really want to do the rear compartment? I know I'm going to wind up building another Runabout at some point, but I don't know when that point is going to be.
Right.
Oh, it's just so much detailed work. So let me go ahead. I'll go ahead and bring up the instructions real quick.
Let's ask Jordan. Jordan, Donnie, did you have can you look and see if there's any 3D parts that can be printed out to replace the front and back for his next model? So, for example, if he decided to save that rear part for the next model, and then you could print out a front cockpit somebody could print out a front cockpit for the front one instead of using Green Strawberry.
That's good.
Because I've showed you my parts I had from Shapeways before they went out of business that I have.
They're different.
Yeah.
Green Strawberry. Where are you? Products.
Howard says, yeah, I'm watching the price go down a few, but yeah, I need another jet to go with my MiG-29. Tony says, you putting limo tint on those windows, Jordan? And then he says, I want to build those chairs, Jordan. He says, you want to build those chairs, Jordan.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Let me agree.
So the chairs photo etch, or are they resin?
I think the chairs are resin, but I believe the table is photo etched. Yeah,
because mine is completely, obviously, all resin.
Yeah, where is
it's just a Shapeways kit?
God, I hate their site. There it is.
Donnie says, I don't know. I'll have to check. Runs to the internet.
Right.
Okay, it sounds like Todd's now leaving. Says, okay, gotta run. Have a great stream, guys. You have a good night,
Thanks,
Todd.
bro. Be safe. Have fun. Where is it? Mission module. There it is. Don't have the instructions downloaded yet. Like I said, they are in storage. Runabout. I remember when there was no files on my desktop.
Yeah, I remember those days too.
You know what? I'll just put it there because I know where that file is. There we go. Okay. So, mornings. Bring back up my stream. Open that one up. I'll move this over here. There we go. And then I'm going to share a screen. And share. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up and add this to the stage. Go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. All right. So those are all the parts. Looks like the chair bases are photo etch.
Photo etch, okay.
But the chair and table are.
And it looks like the arms for the chairs as well are photo
arms
etch.
For the chair are photo etch. Yep.
But they look like simple bending projects. They're not.
Yeah, not super complicated.
Yeah.
No, literally just a bend down in all four corners on the bases.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Table looks fairly easy to build. It's more just painting.
Yeah.
Flat
resin or flat photo etch for the door, which is not an issue.
Nope, I've already used that once before. So got the light panels from the top. Okay. Oh, they send along windows for this.
There you go.
They didn't send windows for the front one.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it would be nice if they sent windows for the front.
I am not going to light these consoles.
No.
Those are clear parts, but I don't want to go through that process. Okay, little workstation. Honestly, this doesn't look.
I mean,
too
all you
bad.
really need is just a little light from the roof, and that's it, really. I think
Yeah,
you'd be
that's it.
good enough there.
So do
Especially
the
the
same
consoles
thing.
don't need to be lit because if you're not going to have any crew back there, it's an
Right.
area that you can look in and observe and see that it exists.
Well, if I'm gonna put this in the back, then I'll definitely put the crew in. Like that's the thing. So,
Oh, okay.
but maybe not all of them because I've already put one of the chairs are already put in place, and so I don't know if the crew members will fit.
I mean, because the runabout you can run with one crew member, so I mean, you could just have one person
Exactly.
up in the cockpit,
Or the one person up in the transporter, maybe one person up in the crew area in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that doesn't look too bad. From an assembly standpoint, they're just individual components. So let's look at all the parts.
Is it just 4 chairs?
It's 5 chairs.
5 chairs? Okay.
Is it 5? 4. And then looks like they give you a 5th just in case. Oh,
which is nothing
for
like that.
the console. For the
I see.
console over here.
Yeah.
So there are 5 chairs. The light panels. This honestly looks pretty easy. I was thinking that I was going to have to build the entire chair out of photo etch, and I was just like, oh god.
No, just looks like a couple 90-degree bends.
So I have most of those colors. So if you see here below, like right here, these are all these are Meg Jimenez colors. So they give you all the colors that they found works with everything.
Nice.
Which is cool.
And you can go to other websites that'll tell you what the conversions are for that.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, honestly, this does not look that difficult. Just a tiny little bit of photo etch.
And it actually looks like those paints showed you the FS numbers as well, which are your federal standard numbers, or at least one of them did. Second from the end did. Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Just that one. Oh, and then the other end, you have a RAL color, which is a German, like military color at the first one.
Yep, there's a couple of RALs in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those make those numbers to find easier. Otherwise, you just find out what those ammo colors are and just find the equivalent in other
And I wound up
makers.
buying I bought ammo last time. I'm just not the biggest fan of ammo.
Yeah, I've got some ammo, and yep.
It's too much on the urethane side. I found at least.
The one thing to look at is how hard is it going to be to cut out those chairs off the resin casting blocks. Like from the side, it looks like there's a lot, but is it thick, or is it just a thin piece that's running up the back?
Yeah, that's a good point. In my experience, those parts are really thin, but
like the Sonic Saber should be able to cut through it easily enough.
Yeah, the Sonic Saber works great for this stuff. Like it's meant for printed and stuff like that. You know what?
And you do get the good windows to go with it.
Exactly, and I could use whatever. Yep, and then I could use for the windows. I could also figure out what they used for the windows and try to replicate that for the front as well. And if they give us any extra material, sometimes they do.
Trent says, you want to light it all.
Well, wait. So the one thing, the clear part is the console molded and clear. The console is molded and clear. Yep. So it would be easy enough. Like, I mean, I would need to put
just a light underneath it.
So, well, for instance, right here where the mouse is, you need to. There's a little light up here right above the H on the tab corner. each one of the bunks has a little light. I actually just watched this episode recently and I studied it for getting ready for this. Each one of the bunks has a little light right here, and then each one of these panels right here has a light that comes out as well. So,
but it's only if you really want to, because no one's actually going to be in the beds, is there?
That's correct, and that's the thing. So I don't think I'm actually going to light those. The light panels up above are definitely going to have lights, and then for installation of the console, it looks like it is a single piece. Let's look at the top.
Sorry, Jody. Jody says, waiting in the car. What did I miss? Yeah, we're looking at the instructions for the rear of the ship, the crew compartment with the bunks and stuff, and seeing if it's worth doing or not.
I think it is, honestly. I have it for this. Yeah, I'd be able to light that. I think I can succumb to peer pressure because we also have like a panel back up here. So what I'd be able to do, it is designed to be lit. This is a clear part that sticks out through the back. So this is basically going to receive light. So what we'll be able to do is put a couple of LEDs in here and then put a backlight LED behind this panel and then install that in place. Yeah, I'd be able to light that.
Do you have any filament LEDs?
They're on the way, so it's also part of the reason why we didn't get the DS9 as well. I'm waiting for them to arrive from Adafruit. I picked up a bunch of filament.
If you have a shorter one, then a shorter filament LED could just lay on that clear part, and it would still project onto the wall part.
Yep, very true. And then if I were to put like reflective tape or something back behind it, that would work really, really well. Yeah, I think just looking at it, I hadn't actually looked at the instructions, like as crazy as it was. I've only looked at the pictures and I've looked at the kit, but I haven't opened any of the instructions because the way they do the instructions is they put the little instructions in with the photo etch and the little cards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's it's really funny. But it does look like they have these, they'll say that styrene here and of a kind. They're asking you to cut out and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's going to completely cut out the kit windows.
Oh, you're
going to giving you a window piece. See right there? Was that part 6 or whatever? Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Oh, cool. So they're going to fix the rear windows.
Yeah.
I wonder what's wrong with them.
Huh. Probably too thick.
Yeah, likely.
So those, and that also means those windows will be inset.
Good point. Very good point.
I'm not saying that's good or bad either way. I mean, just what they'll be.
What they'll be, exactly. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's really, really cool. All right.
So that makes it an easier choice, though, too, for doing like those side windows up in the cockpit area.
Yep.
That you could do just flat styrene sandwiched in between there and have it recessed.
Yep, exactly.
And just go with this flat styrene everywhere. And then, like Donnie said, you could heat up a little bit of it to do the bend for the front window.
What thickness should that what? You can probably almost get almost transparency sized.
Oh yeah, like I'd say, like what is that? What is that paper thickness that I use for? I think it's 1/4 millimeter.
Yeah, you're right.
So like that would be a perfect thickness.
Okay,
if you can get it there.
Yeah, I need to order that. So clear sheet styrene. Okay, wrote that down just for myself so I don't forget. All right.
Donnie's pure pressure wins. Jody says, might as well try.
I mean, yeah, and I agree. It's really just me wanting to be done with this, but like, what's the rush? Like,
yeah,
really, what's the rush? I've taken this much time to get it done and do it well. So why not? We'll do it. So I will go to storage and get that. And then one of the things that I'll possibly consider then is like I for the most part, I feel like the cockpit is complete. So a couple things. One thing that I want to do here real quick before we go is fix this panel because it doesn't quite fit in here properly. It's a little too wide. But as the cockpit is complete, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the rear compartment and get that done, because really, once we get to the fitment stage, once this model goes together, it's going to be super quick and easy. But I want to get into the fitment stage and kind of want to do all of that at the same time. So,
right.
I think that makes sense for me. Okay, cool. That works out great. So for this part here,
okay, do you want to get rid of those instructions now?
Oh, sorry. Didn't even realize. There we are.
Perfect.
I scratched my paint off of the photo etch. That's fine. Nobody's going to see that. So what I am seeing is that this part fits in here, but it's just a little too wide to fit in smoothly and go all the way without bending.
So you need to take a file to the sides.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and
you won't even need to
take a file to the
off.
sides right here, possibly, or should I take a file to the side of the photo etch?
How much of a lip do you have with the photo etch before it gets into openings? Because assuming that white stuff is covering openings for lights.
Yep.
Like
not much room.
But you're also I'm looking at the wider part or the narrower part.
Narrower part is the part that I need to sand down.
Yeah, I think you could narrow that down.
Okay.
If you feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and prop off. Just slide that off to the side real quick. Oh, what did I do here? I did things. Okay. Sand that down carefully.
Okay, now do a little bit more on the other side. You don't need to do much. You just want to do a hair at a time.
Exactly.
Because that'll actually take off. You'd be surprised how much you can take off just doing what you did there.
And using a tip from Jody, make sure to sand opposite the direction on photo etch so it doesn't bend.
I thought you meant this. I thought you meant this advice from Jody.
Ah.
Do you have to buy a clear styrene? Just get something from the grocery store. Croissants, donuts, maybe. Lots of options. True.
Wow, you're not kidding. Really, just a little bit is all that's needed.
Yeah, no, you don't. You don't need much.
And this is such a soft metal too.
Yeah, well, brass is, yeah.
Was that font? Oh, yeah. Oh, buddy. Just a little bit more and we're solid. Nice. Great tip. Great tip.
Yeah, that just seems like the easier point to sand than the other way around.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Have that bent back into place. Let's see how this does. Oop. Away. Nice and easy. Perfect. Goes right in.
Perfect.
Dude, hell yeah. All right. So, what did I do here? I did things.
Is that like overspray on there, or?
No, so these are like little clear, like super thin, like that's that sheet styrene stuff.
Yeah.
And it came from the kit. I don't know what I used to secure it in place, but the paper is sitting over the top is just a light diffusion method. So I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
And Jody said,
God.
I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, Jody.
So say we all. All right. What should I use for glue on that? I could just use school glue, which is probably not a bad idea. I'm not in a hurry for that to stick to anything right now. So use a little bit of school glue over the top. Dries clear enough.
Exactly.
Couple of drops. I do have micro crystal clear that I could use if I need to, but it's fine. It's fine.
Just whatever's in hand's reach, especially for something like that. No one's going to be close enough to it to be able to see up into that light.
Nope. Well, I don't think it'd be possible to see into that light.
Yeah, I think Donnie's the only one close enough to, get into the model itself.
Hey, he'll grow on you someday.
That's what I'm worried about.
Donnie's like, don't get short with me. I crack myself up.
Jody says my dinner from last night didn't digest, and I spent half the day trying to get it out of me. Oh,
yes.
Sorry to hear that, buddy.
Binge and purge.
Then hopefully by tomorrow, then you should be feeling hopefully back to normal.
Okay. Turn off compressor.
Jay said, "Did you eat your bird?"
And the cool thing about the school glue is you can see it underneath the surface and kind of push it around and get it where you want it.
Exactly.
Well, all right, that's on. And I think I might use a fresh piece of paper here as
do you have special kind of paper you use? Do you use like that rice paper, or you just using white paper? Okay.
White paper. I thought about trying to find some special paper, and the model kit came with one. I really wish that I hadn't put that in storage. Like I'm kind of
like the paper that is usually put over decals works good.
Yeah.
Now you're thinking, do I have some in here?
Yep. I was like, wait, hold on. Oh, these decals. That's right.
Howard says, poor Tori. Jody says, ha ha ha. No, he's too small. He would make a good shish kebab.
Oh, what was that? I'm glad that didn't fall.
Howard says he's using toilet paper.
You use toilet paper? Really? Wow.
Well, he says really he's using TP.
You really do have money, Howard.
Trent says, night, guys. Great stream. You have a good night, Trent.
Night, Trent. Thanks for stopping by, man. I actually do have. It's for the Reliant. Opening the Reliant decals right now.
So, and it depends who made the decals, if the paper is worthwhile. If it's more the waxy, shiny stuff, not really worthwhile. But if it's the thinner stuff, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, then that's the kind of... paper you're
that's
looking
going to
for.
be that'll be a no-go, and I don't want to open any other kits right now.
Yeah, then don't worry about it.
Okay. Well,
But just as a tip for people in the stream and watching, and for you, Jordan, in the future, feel free to hang on those little sheets of paper for that sort of a thing.
That's great.
If you're going to be lighting stuff like that.
That is good to know.
Also, another one that can work is depending what kind of what the paper's like on the inside of a cereal box that you're using. If it's more of the papery or if it's more of the straight clear plastic.
How interesting. Modelers will really use just about anything.
Yes.
To build models.
And Jody's an expert at it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, right? You can buy specific stuff and pay an arm and a leg, or find stuff for dirt cheap and get it next to free or free.
Right. For me, like the thing that blows me away about Jody is just like the uber creativity. Be able to look at something and immediately see its alternate purpose. You know?
Yeah, like the hubcap off a DeLorean.
Yeah, and 100% that would be an effective use for that. Like, nailed it. Okay, let's put some school glue down. That down right over the top. Couple spots. There we go. Let's all put back together. See how we fit.
Howard says, not me. You were using toilet paper. I use corn cobs.
Oh. Do you warm them up first? I don't know.
Valid
I don't know why
valid question. You know?
Why would you? I don't know why you want to warm them up first, but do you? Like,
inquiring minds want to know.
So now, what is it about this that is making it not wanting to?
Is the paper too wide?
No,
too thick?
It's me being impatient and trying to rush something that doesn't need to be rushed right now. So.
I mean, technically, if you're going for a 2-hour stream, you're looking at about 11 minutes now left.
Is that it?
That is it.
Holy
if you're
crap.
doing 2 hours.
Yeah, that's all I'm going for tonight. So, all right, well, cool.
Just, take it easy in the last few minutes here. Talk about the Jordan way.
That's right.
Maybe
the Jordan cry a little way. Cry a little bit for you guys. I know you guys really like that. I am going to clean up this edge. Yeah, no. I'll go to storage. I need to drop off some DeLorean parts. Having the full kit for the DeLorean is great, but storing it is not great, however. So I will go to storage, go grab the cockpit and not the cockpit, but the crew area. And the crew members, we'll get that started next time. Next week, however, I am going to try to get into working on DS9 again. I've gotten a couple of things. I'm just waiting for the filament LEDs to arrive, so that can do some work on getting lights into the fusion core area. I was thinking about trying at least like some surface lighting to try to make it look like the fusion core is running or something. I was kind of messing around, but got the slip ring, the copper slip ring, so that we can get it to spin.
Nice.
And I have located an old motor, like an old electric motor. But I don't know how fast it spins. I need to power it up, see if it even works. And if it spins too fast, I need to learn how to step it down, all of those things. And actually, I'm really looking forward to it because that is like engineering where you actually got to use gears and you got to like use a little bit of math, and that sounds fun, even though I'm not the smartest person.
Can't you just give it less power?
I could give it less power. Yep, you can resist it. I believe that's how that works. So got to figure that out. That's going to kind of be the plan.
Todd will be your guy for that one.
Yeah. Gonna need like the step down gears and stuff like that. And in the end, the reason I'm really looking forward to finishing this up is because I am going to be doing. I've thought a lot about it, and the next stream model that I'm going to be doing, because I really enjoy having models that I can just build on stream and I don't have to think about. Like, it started with the perfect grade Falcon. It took a long time to build, but it was like it was only for the streams. I didn't have to think about it any other time. So once this is done, I really do want to work on the JJ prize, so the Star Trek 2009 Enterprise, and that's also going to involve the same sort of thing where we need to get the Bussards spinning, so the outer ring spins one way and the inner ring spins another way, and they're powered off the same motor. And there was that one chick at Wonderfest who did that with her JJ prize, and she did an amazing job. And I meant to give her my card, and I didn't. So I did ask her, however, at Wonderfest, like, how'd you pull that off? And it's the same thing that Donnie has. He picked up one of those like remote control helicopters that had two propellers that spin in opposite directions.
Right. So you put a bigger tube on the inside one, and the outer one has a thin rod or another small tube or smaller tube or whatever.
Exactly. So we're going to need to engineer all that together. But as for lighting that model, super easy. Everything's blue lights. It's white lights and blue lights, so I don't have to worry about any other types of lighting. The chiller grills are fairly simple and easy. And from everything I understand, now correct me if I'm wrong, but everything I understand about that model is, as it's a Revell kit, it does go together really well. Have you heard anything about it?
I have not. Revell Germany does generally do good stuff, though.
Yeah, the Zvezda kit that I put together, the Star Destroyer, is still to this day, outside of the perfect grade Falcon, was the nicest going together kit that I've ever come across.
Oh, buddy, wait till you build the new Tamiya stuff.
Oh, I can't wait. You know what's funny is I have a Tamiya kit, and I was just up in the closet when I was looking for parts. I have that what is it, the R32 Skyline.
Oh yeah,
my very first HTM stream, like back in February of 24, I think. I was building that, and it's a Tamiya R32. Let's go ahead and look at it right now as I'm burning up some time here at the very end. I don't know what I've done here. I haven't opened this thing in a while, and I'm a little afraid. I think the last time I was working on it with AK colored markers, if I'm not mistaken. So okay. So I've glued, apparently. Have I glued that? Yes, I have. I've glued the interior in. Okay. Well, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
And then it's a no engine kit. Okay.
Yeah.
Shiny. It's really shiny.
And just think how much more knowledge you know now.
Oh, dude, seriously. To be honest with you, it looks like most of everything is here.
If you're willing to rattle can it, you could just get a rattle can for the outside color of the body.
Wow, what I picked up for it, and I did pick up a special paint.
Okay. Like a Tamiya color?
No.
Oh,
so
okay.
I got the Turbo Dark color shift.
Nice.
So purple to green. So, but the stuff with Turbo Dork is this stuff is thick with 3 C's and 2 K's. Like, this stuff is super thick. And if I'm not mistaken, like, you have to thin this stuff way down but it is a color shift, and everyone speaks really, really highly of Turbo Dork. I've used their non-color shift stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look at the viscosity of this real fast. I'm just kind of curious. Oh, yeah, it's thick.
Yeah.
And it needs to be mixed like crazy. Oh my goodness.
The upside about thick paints, though, is you get more use out of them because,
Yep,
you know,
let's have your pigment count, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so I think this would be a good thing to kind of work on stream here and in the coming future, but I'd love to finish this one up. It seems like it's most of the way built. I've even glued things in place.
Yeah.
So I did the interior, and I think I finished it. I started it with Tamiya's, brush painting Tamiya, and then went through and came in with the AK markers, and now I'm not quite done back there yet.
Oh, but it's still looking good.
It's fine. And look at the wheel.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Oh, young me. Well, anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. This is my favorite model of Skyline, so that's what it will look like when it's done. And looking for that purple plus the little bit of color shift to green. So
if it's a Tamiya model like that, they'll have the spray can color for it too.
Will they really?
Yeah, generally they will.
Love it. Yeah, that was the cool thing about the build is like they had that's what got me into buying Tamiya paints was that. Like it called like this part is Tamiya, XF63, and it's this is this and this is that.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. So yeah, well, that'll come at some point. Let's see here. Are we missing any screen?
No, just how we're talking about using the corn. Yeah.
And on that note, Howard, thank you so much for the super chat earlier. Really appreciate you, my friend. As for me, I am desperately clinging to this idea of staying on a regular schedule. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you should see a video from me going forward. I have the next Wednesdays, and I have tomorrow and next week taken care of. Tomorrow we go to the beginning of the schedule now, and we're going to be the schedule for Partworks is for all my builds. I'm going to be following them in a build order. It is going to be the Enterprise. It's going to be the Millennium Falcon, and then the Batmobile, and then Darth Vader, and then the DeLorean. So the DeLorean was the last Partwork video. And then when I have a Starships Collection video in there, I'll kind of throw that at the very end of that sequence. And so tomorrow, coming back all the way around, Night Steven. Tomorrow, come back all the way around. We're going to be getting into pack number 22 or 23 of the Enterprise D. And the last pack before we have to do some major mods, one of the final major mods in the Deflector mod, which is coming up here very soon. And then next Monday, we'll have the Reliant video out. I'm getting back on track with that. And as Ken and I were talking about when we were recording our segment earlier, all of the electronics are basically done. And the hard part is now kind of over on this build. So gonna get more work done on that this weekend. And then a video out on Monday. So otherwise, if you guys are interested in checking out Hobby Time Modelers, they'll be streaming on Friday at 9 Eastern and Sunday at 4 Eastern. And then make sure to check out Jody. I believe Jody's gonna be streaming on Saturday. And then Andrew, Canadian Starships, at 9 Eastern on Saturday as well. So for Ken, make sure you check out Ken's channel at Ken's Hobby Bench. Really appreciate you coming in tonight and producing for me, sir. I really appreciate you as always.
I had fun.
Indeed. And next time we come back to this, we're going to be getting on to the next major mod. And honestly, we're probably going to be doing just a bunch of painting and cleaning up of parts next time. I wouldn't be surprised if we can get some lighting done as well. So I'll kind of go through and take a look at the parts and see. But next week, I definitely want to get back into doing DS9. I make no promises. I could also be lazy and just wind up doing some Lego stuff as well. So we will see. Otherwise, I hope you guys are looking forward to it just as much as I am. But I know that there was a million things y'all could have done tonight. Instead, you spent 2 hours watching me attempt to build a model. And I think that's pretty damn cool. You guys have any questions or comments, tips, tricks, please leave them down below. Like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. And my friends, where are you? Hold on. There it is. And my friends, until we see each other again, I hope you all have a wonderful evening in this beautiful world we happen to be. And just remember that this is the way.
The Jordan way.
The Jordan way. Good night, everybody.